Well, hey, babe. What's going on, everybody? Honey, what is up? What is up? I hope you guys can hear me clearly without an issue. We are about to talk about Married to Medicine, and we're also going to be getting into Real Housewives of Atlanta, honey. Let me see who we got in the chat real quick. What's going on, Maya? Hey, Jay Johnson. What's up, Yolanda? Lisa, Dominique. What's up, Amina? Hey, 601 Diva. What's going on? Hey, Dylan, honey. Hey, Romel. What's up, Ancient Essence, honey? What's up, Shakia? What's up, KB? What's going on, honey? We got to talk about Married to Medicine, and we also got to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. I feel like they were really good episodes for the most part. So we're going to talk about Married to Medicine, and this is the height of where we're going to see the issues between Toya and Audra. And I wasn't sure, whose side I was going to be on, but I will say this. I see why Audra is going to dig into Toya's ass for sure. Okay, so let's get into it. Y'all know Eugene and Kieran were having issues on last week because of the whole joke, the whole costume situation where they mimic being some movers because Toya and them always moving around and like that. And obviously Eugene couldn't take it. I thought it was gonna be funny. It really wasn't that funny to me. But then at the same time, as I continue to watch, it's like it's not even that big of a deal either. At the same time, Kieran is not willing to back down. Eugene wants him to back down. That boy said, I ain't backing down from shit. Or whatever he said, girl. I said, okay. Kieran done put his balls on the table. He said he's not gonna do it. So that's where they are. Okay. Eugene eventually he accepts the apology for what it is, but then he also tells him when it comes to trust, the trust that I have with you, like that's dead. You don't have to worry about that no more. So I don't know why this was so damn funny to me, y'all. But when Dr. Damon started talking and he says, so who's going to say that they don't have the plank in their eye? It was just so awkward. Everybody just looked at him. I hollered because I just thought it was so funny, especially with his deep voice or whatnot. But he was pretty much saying, don't be pointing a finger at this person when you got so many other fingers pointing back at you because you two have done some stuff. Basically, he was telling Eugene, Toya has said some shit about me. Actually, a lot of y'all wives have said shit about me. However, I chose to not take it that deep. You know what I'm saying? He lets it roll off his back. He said maybe a few years ago he would have been more sensitive. Now he's grown to be used to it. So he definitely was coming for Eugene. But then at the same time, it sounded like he was understanding why Eugene was upset with Kieran because if the wives are beefing, let it be their beef. Let it not now become our beef. The guys try their best to kind of like stay out of that mess or whatever. So there's that. Eventually, it seems like Eugene let it go. He told Kieran, moving forward, I'm just gonna let it go like it is what it is or whatever. So, girl, we'll see. I mean, I don't see Eugene holding. I feel like the more he holds on to it, he's gonna feel like it's petty. Like the guys just don't hold on to shit like that. Like the women, it's really not that serious. I understand him being mad and stuff, but as we keep going, it's like. Okay, and what you gonna do? He did it. Okay, and Kieran, like this shit was funny to me. Everybody thought it was funny, and I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you that it wasn't funny. Like that's why I did it. I did it as a joke. Ha ha. It's supposed to be funny. Anyway, so let's move on. Okay, Simone, Jackie, and Dr. Heavenly. I don't know about y'all, but I'm actually liking. I'm liking seeing the Golden Girls. I'm liking the fact that they're all getting along. I feel like it's always one or the other, like either Dr. Heavenly and Jackie, which are always on one accord, or like and when they're on one accord, Jackie and Simone are falling off. They're not cool, or Simone and like it's always something, right? I guess the common denominators would really be Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Simone, but for me, I like the fact that they're all working to like come together. Like even though Dr. Simone teamed up with Contessa and I think it was Contessa and I think somebody else, Toya. Even though she teamed up with them to bring this whole, breakthrough moment or whatever they were trying to do, I appreciate her not really holding that against I appreciate her not holding that against Simone and willing to like still at least be like a friend with her. So I was like, okay, I'm liking the Golden Girls. Okay. I like when they hugging, when they laughing and stuff. I like this. Okay. I really feel like they got a good cast. And y'all tell me, because I feel like they haven't made many changes to their cast. Like they had, I think, one white lady, whatever her name was. I think she, Dr. Carey. I feel like she ended up going on a trip, but at one point she was like a main cast member. And then I think they transitioned out, not think I know, Mariah, but I can't think think of anybody else. So this has primarily been the core of the group, with Toya, Simone, Dr. Jackie, Contessa coming along, Heavenly coming along, and just staying for a long time. I think they got a pretty good cast. Now, if y'all decide y'all were gonna switch out Anila, I'm not necessarily gonna be mad at it. Okay, I'm not. Okay, if y'all decide Anila ain't giving nothing and y'all want to pull in Audra, the people's not going to be mad. All right. We're not really going to be mad or whatever. But for the most part, I think they got a good cast. So Simone, Jackie, and Dr. Heavenly, they ended up linking up. Well, Simone didn't know. It was technically like an ambush because they're about to plan this trip. So they're trying to, well, Dr. Jackie wanted them to come together, and like the Golden Girls put on this trip for them to go to Las Vegas or whatever. Okay. Simone says that she confused because she like, well, I'm trying to figure out how the hell we finna go on any trips if Heavenly's not getting along with anybody. And Heavenly like, no the hell, I'm getting along with people. I talked to Toya, I talked to Quad, I even text Contessa and told her, listen, it wasn't my intentions to hurt you, okay? I don't know, Heavenly. I don't know if it was or wasn't, but I do know you was out here trying to get a kiki from the viewers, honey. And you really don't need nobody else's information. And I said that before, to try and get a kiki out of us. Like, you're just funny in general. So it ain't like you gotta throw that info out there for real. Any additional info that we don't really know. But anyway, so Heavenly feels like she's cool with everybody. She's been on this apology tour. So we just gonna see what it's gonna give, okay? But she also recognizes that she does go too far. In that moment, I did capture that she noticed that. So I'm like, well, good for Heavenly, okay? She's trying to work on herself just a little bit. Y'all know how Heavenly do. She says she ain't gonna do something, she be right back to doing it. Just give her an episode or two. But anyway, girl, let's get to Kieran and Anila, because Anila can't take these motherfucking kids. And I don't know why that bothers me, y'all. It kind of bothers me because you have individuals, you not individuals, baby, you have moms and some dads, right? You have these people that do not have as many resources or access to as much money as Anila does, and they're able to take care of their children while working and stuff. And a lot of them don't complain. It's just like, it's what comes with it. But to see that she has access to all this money and stuff like that, she ain't got to work, she could be at home with the kids. It's her acting like the children are so stressful and, oh my God, I can't take it. And that's what Kieran was trying to tell her, like, but they're our kids. And I'm like, yeah, let her know something. Let her know something. Like, they y'all kids, like, you should know how to manage this. Like, I mean, I just don't like how she acts like she's so damn overwhelmed. Like, you're a blogger, you right? So I understand though, okay, being a YouTuber, that can be extremely stressful, okay, because a lot goes into having to watch the shows, take the notes, then gotta go over here and get on camera. Your mood ain't even right, you don't feel like doing it, but you gotta go ahead and get it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of ebbs and flows, but at the same time, I just don't think it should be that difficult for you to create some type of schedule for yourself, because I mean, I feel like that term blogging is used so extremely loosely. Like, blogging at one point was literally, I guess, like a soft way of saying articles, okay? But people would, it would be lack of editing. It would just be literal free thoughts, and people just would type it out, put images up, or whatever. Right now, it's just so loosely used to where actual vlogs, when you see people report on things and it's actually video, people refer to those as blogs. And then you have people on social media that don't blog, but they post these images of themselves, and then they call themselves a blogger because they just post pictures of themselves in cute outfits. So it's used so loosely. So I mean, you might as well just say that you're somewhat of an influencer, or just say you're a content creator, a fashion content creator, or whatever you are. But either way, I would think that you're able to create some type of schedule to where you can get some things done and still be the mama to them kids. Like, I don't know. She just make it seem like it's so much stressful than what it gotta be. And I don't like that. But girl, I guess that's her life. Anyway, she over there trying to talk to him about her mama. Her mama coming to stay with them and pretty much being a live-in nanny for them other kids. And first they was looking for a nanny because he mentioned having a nanny, and their son was like, no. So she says, what if our mom? And I understand where she's coming from with that, because you can't have everybody or just any old people around your kids. So you want to have somebody that you can trust, right? So I totally understand her on that. She wants her mom to come live with them. But I felt him the most, because it's like, did you see what the fuck your mama did when she came here the last time, trying to dictate about a house that ain't hers? And I be damned. And I feel him. Okay, he didn't say it, but he looked it, and I felt him on that. I be damn if I go out here and work my ass off to come into my house, and your mama think that she runs some, and she done changed this or she done changed that. I definitely feel him on that. I said, y'all gonna have to build mama her own house in the back. Go back there when you're done. You can't live in this house. Okay. There's your house back there. I actually love homes like that. Like where I ride through Buckhead and you be seeing the big houses in the back or the houses that's connected. You know what I'm saying? It'll be the house and it'll be like a little driveway or whatever, like the little overhead, not like garage, but I guess like an open garage, and then on the other side they got the house or whatever. Anyway, I just like houses like that. So I'm like, get her ass her own little house back there. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like what Kandi got. Y'all know how Kandi got their guest house. It's like, yeah, put her ass back there. You can't stay in here, coming in here dictating and stuff like that. I don't like that. Right. But anyway, she wants to do this trial period where she brings the parents there. So I'm like, wait a minute. Are you trying to bring your mama or are you trying to bring your parents? What are you? Because you said mama. So you trying to bring your mama and your daddy to move in with y'all? Is that what it is that is given? Which one is it? So I mean, he gonna do what he want to do anyway. Cause that's just how he is, and so is his wife. So if he agrees, then who the hell am I? But he a good one. Cause I feel like Anila is enough. I'm not gonna be sitting up here going and work my ass off and thank your parents. So I'm just not gonna deal. You're not gonna come in here and tell me what to do, ma'am. Cause you can get out. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what you guys saying over here in the chat. Anila act like she wants to return those kids at the store. Not her acting like Marlo. Girl, not her acting like Marlo, ma'am. Girl, I'm glad she ain't put the kids out because it definitely sounded like she wanted to. Anila acted as if she was weather chasing blogger or on the scene reporter with who's never home and is traveling, knowing she be at their house with them kids. I don't understand it. And indeed, her mama is, and not Anila don't need no kids. Oh wow, oh wow. Uh, do they have a pool house? Cause the pool house might be decked out. She probably can go back to. My mom had 6, and she did it by herself. She wants just as much freedom the husband has, but he's the big breadwinner, right? Right? That's what I'm saying. Who child, girl? What we call it, granny flat over here. Oh, that's what it's called, a granny flat. Well, they cute. They have the money to have in-law suites. They went over budget 1.2 mil on the house already. And that's the thing. They should have created one. When they was going over 1.2 mil, it should have been an extra house attached to it. A little mini something for sure. Definitely should have gave that. Okay. Contessa over here working with the trainer, y'all. And I just thought this was so funny to me because Contessa is me. Okay. If I'm with a trainer and you're gonna give me a list, I'm gonna ask you the same thing. I mean, like, are these suggestions? Are you suggesting I do this, or are you telling me? Oh, this is what you're telling me to do. Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna listen, but I ain't gonna listen. Just like she got her ass over there and start eating on the mashed potatoes, and I just thought it was funny because I'm like, girl, that is me. Girl, I was just eating on a cake of red velvet before I got on this live, okay, and don't need it. Don't like my trainer would have to live with me, okay? He would just have to like live with me and get me up and tell me what it is I need to do and tell me to put it down, okay? Something. Ooh, girl, because I mean, things change when you get a little older. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know I like me a cute little snack late at night. And I don't know why I always need something sweet after I eat. I cannot break that. I really want to break that habit. I don't know how to. Girl, I need me a little something, a little honey bun, a little ice cream or something like that, little cookies from Insomnia. Y'all don't ever go to Insomnia because they always open, girl. You can get your cookie at any point in time late at night, and it's gonna be warm, okay? White macadamia, oatmeal, raisins. But anyway, girl, I need to get that together. I do. I need to get that together. I need to get in the. I need to work on that. I need to talk to the Lord because I'm trying to understand when did I start wanting snacks late and after every meal. Somebody help me with that. But I drunk on some. I was drinking my gallons of water, and I have to say, a girl midsection definitely slimmed the hell down. And then I stopped. So I need to get back on my gallons of water because a girl midsection was like giving flat. And let me tell you one thing about grandmamas and mamas, they gonna call you out. And girl, one time my grandma called me out, girl, I had came to her house down there in Alabama. I came in the door and she said something about me being fit and eating good. And I looked at her. I said, well, listen, I can only work with what y'all have given me. Hello? So, that was a little shade back to my grandma. Girl, don't come from my way. When y'all pass this down, do not come for my way because ain't now one of y'all around here slim. And I need to be around here blaming all of y'all. Okay. So there's that. Don't be talking about me being thick, girl. Don't do that. Don't do that, ma'am. Do not play with me like that. Cause I'm working with what y'all gave me. Period. I had to get it together. But anyway, I love my grandma. But let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. I went and bought actually 3 cakes, y'all. I'm gonna give 2 of them away. I brought 2 red velvets, and then I turned around and got me a cookies and cream. I did. I did. I haven't had cake in a minute, but I felt like I was deserving, so I got 3. And I actually was just gonna get 2, but the lady in the front had got so many that the lady ringing her up was taking so long. So I said, let me go ahead and just get this one up off there too. So I got me another red velvet. And yeah, I shouldn't have did that. I'm gonna get it together though. I don't know when, but I'm gonna get those 2 away. I'm gonna give them away. But anyway, girl, let's keep going. Heavenly and Audra, let's get to it. So Audra will be joining them in Vegas. Okay. Audra inquires about Heavenly going in on people's marriages. Okay. Heavenly explains how she considers Contessa a friend, or at least at one point she considered her a friend. She said she didn't mean to hurt her. Heavenly, you never do, girl. You just be saying whatever you want to say. For real, for real. You don't be, girl. Anyway, she says that she really didn't like how all of the ladies pretty much ambushed her. So she still has a problem with that, even though she hurt and stuff. That's the issue, okay? What else? She does plan to apologize, and she hopes that they can resolve it. I kind of hope they resolve it too. But I don't think Contessa is at a place where she's going to allow them to resolve it, because now her marriage is no longer a storyline. It's about to be the beef that she has with Heavenly. So I think this is going to be an ongoing thing for the rest of the season. Okay. So Contessa says that Heavenly did text her, but she's not trusting it. Okay. Because Heavenly says one thing in text and then she shows up as a different person. And I'm like, but Heavenly is like one thing in your face and show up as a different person. So I definitely understand why you may not trust it, but we'll see. Jackie and Simone, they get to the airport, and of course they're going to be rooming together. But Heavenly started complaining right out the gate because she was like, "Oh, so y'all gonna room together?" So I see she got to pacify Simone as they work on their friendship. But I'm like, Heavenly, I don't think that's nothing to complain about for real, because you get to get your own room. But girl, when I saw that suite, I said, "Be complain." Complain, ma'am, complain. Because let me tell you, that's a presidential suite that they had. It was definitely given. I said, "Oh, this is nice, Miss Jackie, girl. This is nice." But anyway, so the Golden Girls are all back. They're friends now. All is well. I kind of see Simone being all in, but stand like it's just some part that she's not. I feel like she may be 85% there with Dr. Heavenly. And then the rest of it, she like, I'm gonna stand by just in case you do some okay, I like you, girl, but I don't know. I gotta be on ready. So Contessa over there eating no mashed potatoes, as I already said, and I was laughing because I said that's me. And I love me some good potatoes, girl. I do. I love me a good potato, a little, French fry, a little mashed up, a little some. Whew, I'm gonna get it together. Anyway, so they play this game called Never Have I Ever, and Jackie doesn't want to drink. And this was Anila's idea, but Jackie don't want to drink. And Toya had the audacity to Toya, I don't be liking when you drink because I don't be knowing, ma'am. Toya got fly with Dr. Jackie and asked this lady, why do we always have to make adjustments for you or something like that? Why we always got to make changes for you? And Jackie said, I'm just like that. And I mean, Jackie just don't drink. And I could see if it was a different situation, maybe, but if she don't want to drink, I feel like that's okay. I think Jackie has made a lot of changes, and I could be wrong. Y'all correct me in the comments. I feel like Jackie made a lot of changes after she went through, breast cancer and stuff. So it's a lot of things that Jackie just does not do that she used to do. So I mean, this how she been. Why you complaining now? When it comes to drinking. All right. But anyway, so Audra is trying to tell her that, like, listen, this woman don't want to do that. She just wants to, drink on her water or whatever she gonna have. Y'all could at least have some sparkling something else, some sparkling juice or some for Dr. Heavenly. I'm sorry, not Dr. Heavenly, but Dr. Jackie. So Audra's like, if that's what she want to do, let her do it. And do you know Toya turned to this lady and told this woman, you're not a good attorney anyway, or something like that. She said to this lady, and I said, how did we get here? And I'm with Quad. Quad is kind of laughing like, I can't believe she said this, but she's like, Toya, you just pretty much insulted this woman. And then Toya tried to play it off talking about we playing. I said, we gonna see if Audra playing on your ass. Okay, we gonna see in the coming episodes of if Audra gonna be playing with you. Because remember, we just playing now. All right. And I really wanted to be on Toya's side right out the gate. But when she said, I was like, ooh, no, that's not gonna work, Toya. That's not gonna work. That's not nice. That's not nice. Because if you won't want nobody saying that to your husband about him being you know what I'm saying, not a good doctor, you will go crazy if somebody said that about Eugene. And you're gonna say this to this lady face. Meanwhile, they continue to play this game. And it was just interesting. I didn't capture a whole lot, but I just thought it was funny when Contessa says that, I guess when they had the conversation of never have I ever had a threesome, Contessa, I think she said she didn't, but she continued to drink. And then Heavenly said, Contessa, the biggest freak up here. And then Quad had me hollering when she said, if Contessa ain't never have a threesome, I ain't never wear a wig. And she sat there with that wig on her damn head. Listen, I was just laughing majority of this episode. And I was like, they got a good cast over here, man, in my opinion. Let me see what you guys are saying about the show. Toya, ma'am, you're not a good anything. I hope she tears her ass up all season. Listen, it's going to listen. It looks like, yeah, I think that might be happening, man. I think that might be happening. There had to be an edit. The response didn't make sense. Which one? Which part, Andrea? Are you talking about the edit? When Toya had told her that she wasn't a good attorney? Because it didn't make sense. It didn't. That's why I'm like, if that's the part you're talking about, I was definitely thinking to myself, how did we get here? So something must have been said. But then we don't know. Because, Toya get to drinking. At least she was acting like she was drinking, in my opinion. So that's the part you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, it definitely came completely left field. Definitely came completely left field. Contessa is a lie. We good and what? And goddamn well, we good or we know and what? We good and goddamn well. She's had several of those before. I can't. Listen, they gave us the flashbacks. They gave us enough to know that something didn't happen. Okay. Um, let's see. Reminds me of reminds me of Todd traveling to Jamaica and not wanting to drink liquor. Interesting. I wonder if he was getting on that Kandi Burruss type thing. Because y'all know Kandi don't drink. So maybe he was trying to be more like his wife. When it came to that, Toya is always intoxicated. Let me tell you, I love her sons. Her sons are everything. And when she looked at them talking about some, one day when y'all get older, y'all gonna want to have a woman like me or something like that. And her son just rolled his eyes. I said, baby, I know. Kids be telling the truth so much. They're so funny. Yeah, definitely go ahead and like up the video for me. Thank you, Caribbean Gal. I hope I said it right. Gal. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Simone and Jackie are BFF, so Heavenly shouldn't be shocked. That's another fact. Just because me and my BFF ain't talking, you know what I'm saying? We gonna still be cool. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's just how it go. That's just how it go. Girl, look, I was about to go into a story time about one of my best friends and a trip we went on in high school. Bro, that shit was so funny. This girl tried to talk about my best friend. Like, it was so funny. I guess she thought that since we weren't cool, I was going to be like down to talk. My best friend's like snapped on her ass. It was so funny. Anyway, let's keep going. You're making me want a piece of cake. Listen, I love that place. I'm going to have to put it down. I used to hit that spot up at Atlanta's airport when I used to travel there. Listen to me. Okay. And then the cakes be so fluffy. I mean, girl, it's just girl. Oh, it's good. It's a good cake. They got stuff. I haven't tried like they cupcakes and stuff, but I primarily just get they slices, get they pieces of cake, and they be big too, y'all. They be like some big old cakes too, girl. They just yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Phil, for the super chat. Why so much on Toya? Audra inserted herself, but I don't feel like she did anything wrong when she. Thank you so much for the super chat, Phil. I don't think she did anything wrong when she was just calling out. I feel like Audra was saying what other people would say. Like that's just what Jackie. That's how she is. She don't want to drink that. Like, why are you trying to force her to do so? So I thought nothing was wrong with her saying that. And just because she did say that, Toya didn't have to come back and make an insult at that woman's business. You see what I'm saying? Like, she could have just said, "I'm not even talking to you though. Like, you don't even go here." So, like I said, Jackie, like, she could have did that. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not even a part of the group. You're on the outside of the club. You're trying to get in. But then you turn. She didn't do that. She insulted that woman's business and told that lady she's not a good attorney. And that's where I felt like that's where so much goes on Toya, because she just, it's just another level. You just took it up there, and we didn't have to go that high up. You could have just told her, "I'm not even talking to you," and got to what you were doing. Now, granted, as Andrea said, it could be an edit issue. Maybe Audra said some things that caused Toya to respond in that way. So it definitely could have been that. And I'm only judging off what I see. Thank you so much for the super chat, Black Royalty 88. I like Audra, and it seems like it was edited, but Toya was still in the wrong. Jackie wants a big drink. Jackie wasn't a big drinker even in season 1. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't recall Jackie ever being like a drinker at all. I feel like Toya was kind of rude right out the gate. And I think since she was being so rude, she definitely could have came with a better comeback. So now when Audra get on her head and it's like, okay, I ain't a good attorney when it comes to real estate. Let me show you just how good of an attorney that I am. It looked like y'all got some delinquencies over here. It looks like some things went into default. Yikes. So we're going to see. We're going to see, because you'll never know. I might be popping right back over there on Toya's side based on how the situation plays itself out, Let's see. Yeah, I can't remember either the last time I saw her have a drink. I cannot remember. I've never really seen Jackie do that at all. So yeah, guys, that was pretty much everything when it came to Married to Medicine. Now we're gonna switch over. We're gonna get into Real Housewives of Atlanta. So let's talk about it, okay? This was a cute episode, all right? So Drew decided she was going to give Kenya a call, and she wanted to get her thoughts on Sanya's rules for the trip. Sanya had a lot of rules, girl. I'm just like, y'all, I thought I was going to like Sanya. And Sanya's probably a great person, you know what I'm saying? But on this show, I do not stand. I do not fan. Not on a boat or with a goat. I don't. So anyway, Kenya says that she didn't really take her serious when she gave out all these rules. She says the decor was cheap, girl. Ooh, it definitely was giving Brooklyn's birthday party. It was. She said the decor the decor. I'm like, for real, you could have just had the ladies over. You ain't even have to do no decorations for real. You could have just had it. You just wanted to have a get together. Everybody could just came to the house and just chill out. But the decor was cheap. The food was dry and nasty. What can you say? Talk about something. It tastes like ashy feet or something like that. And all I could hear was Porsha saying, "Bye, ashy." That's all I could hear. Um, what else? Kenya said she asked Drew if they're in a good place, and Drew says that she ain't got no issues with Sanya, and she can't help herself if Sanya is triggered by her. Like, that's her own personal thing. Okay. I guess. I mean, I guess. All right, Drew. Kenya says that she may not bring a +1 because somebody is sick, so she'll just have to see. All right. I didn't care too much about Sanya and Ralph over there stretching, getting ready for their Olympic games or whatever they're going to be throwing at the crew. I'm not Ralph, but Ross, Sanya and Ross. I didn't really care too much about that. I'm trying to see if she said anything that I care to know. Ralph and Drew. Drew thinks Ralph speaking on his book would help Marlo. I said, now how the fuck did you get that? Who told you that his book was going to help Marlo? It's not. It won't. It ain't. Ralph says that the adopting of Josiah is really just a piece of paper. Ralph says that he will always be there whether his dad is there or not. For me, guys, and y'all let me know your thoughts. I just don't see why he should be backed into a corner to adopt this little boy. Granted, it is something that he said he was going to do, and he decided that after talking to the dad, he would rather not do that. I see nothing wrong with that as long as the relationship that you play in that child's life does not change. Does that make sense? I see nothing wrong with that. If his dad were to pass away or something like that, then go ahead and adopt him. But it seems like the dad wants to be present in his child's life. And in my opinion, it seems like Drew, I don't know if she could be operating from a place of hurt or whatever the case is on her. She can make it feel however she want to feel because she's the one that had to raise that child solo. So feel how you want to feel. But it seems like she may be pushing this off on Ralph to do so. So it's like, I'm just confused about that. He has two dads. If his other dad wants to be there, and what they call him, daddy one, daddy two, I forget, second dad, I don't know what they call him. But if he wants, like, why? I just, I'm not, for me, guy, I just don't understand that part. I just, I don't. So I'm just wondering, I don't like that. I don't, but if that's what Drew want, okay, Drew, girl, I just, not for me. Anyway, so Ralph's assistant comes over, or at least his publicist. I don't know if this is the assistant that we talked about the last time, and she coming back to get a proper introduction, or if this is just the publicist. I'm not sure, but she's coming over and he wants to properly introduce her to his wife. All right. So Drew brings up her son, only knowing Ralph as his dad. Okay. She speaks on the book, highlighting their mistakes, and it may bother her that he's going to talk about their mistakes. But Ralph's publicist tells her that really it's not, from what I captured from what she was saying. To me, it sounds like she was saying it's not going to be about y'all. It's more so going to be about a perspective from the stepdad. It's going to be a perspective from him, not so much as y'all and what y'all endured in y'all relationship. It's just going to be him expressing, him navigating this fatherhood as a stepdad or whatever the case may be, right? That's what it sounds like. And then she feels away because she's not included in this process. She wants to be included in it. But he's like, listen, would you write the forward? She was like, I mean, I'll write it, but I don't feel confident in it because I don't know about. No, I don't even think she said she'll write it. She said she didn't feel confident in it. She didn't want to write something that she didn't know anything about. And I can't fault her for that. And I'm like, why would she write a forward? That didn't make sense to me. And y'all let me know. I thought that comes from the author. Why would she need to write that at the beginning part of your book? That makes no sense. If the book is damn near done, give her the book so that she can read it. I do understand Ralph not wanting to do that, though. I feel like a lot of readers probably wouldn't want to do that. After they get so close to the finale, the final part of it, it's like, dang, if I let you read it, then you're gonna be trying to change this, change that, and then that could also affect the person's confidence that they got to go back and change this and change that and change this and change that. But had he let her read it as he went along, a lot of the errors could have probably been fixed along the way. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I don't think he's gonna let her read it. He just gonna put it out. But I don't know about you guys. I also sat up there and was thinking to myself, is anybody from the bodies for real? Like, let's be honest. Is anybody from the bodies? Girl, same thing. I'm thinking about Martell wine, but we'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, let's keep going. Anyway, so the ladies, they get ready to head out for this trip that they're about to go on. Hold on one second. They are getting ready to head out on this trip. We see Miss Marlo done brought somebody with her. She done brought her florist or something like that. Yeah, that's what she said. She done turned around and brought her florist. Kenya did not bring anybody because Kenya said that her plus one ended up getting sick. So then, Miss Sanya decided she was going to get in the confessional, girl, and throw some shade. Okay, throw some shade at this woman and say, oh, you were sick the last time. So, I mean, is your person really sick this time? Like, I really don't even know what to believe. And I said, okay. More and more why I'm not gonna like you, Sanya. Okay, more and more reasons why. Because I don't know, you just giving me Marlo energy. Like you just want to be over there with Marlo, and I don't like that. I'm not a fan of it, but whatever. So Sheree brings this person named Michelle, and I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Michelle, I was kind of glad because I'm not interested in seeing Fatum. All right. I wasn't. I mean, it probably would have been a really interesting trip had she come because, it was going to be the drama of it all. But, girl, ain't nobody care to see Fatum. Anyway. Or is it Fatum? Girl, whatever. So, what else? Todd, we learned, is no longer drinking. And then I said, I wonder if he's taking on the, Kandi thing where Kandi doesn't drink. Because I don't think I've ever seen Kandi drunk or drink. Maybe once, if that. Kenya Moore is now meeting a new guy. And I think his name was John. John was cute, y'all. Okay, they drove all the way back there to get John number. John saying he from England, girl. John looking all young and stuff. We learned that John is actually 37 years old. I said, John look good, baby. John then came over there to Kenya room. Okay, he done gave her a Red Bull. They done split it and stuff. I said, Kenya, you don't even much know this man. Girl, you don't even much know this man, and you done let this man up into your house. Not your house, but your room. He shouldn't know your room number. But I guess y'all gonna have security or whatever like that. Well, girl, you don't even know this man. But shout out to you for giving him the WhatsApp and not your number. Okay. I was like, okay, WhatsApp. Anyway, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. I also felt like Mark probably was gonna lose his SHI when he saw this because I don't think they're officially divorced yet. And y'all already know how Mark get from time to time. All right. So if we hear anything about Mark in the coming weeks, it's because he saw this damn video. Okay. He saw this show and he saw that Kenya was on a date with somebody. He wanted to show his ass. Anyway, so a table back there behind them ended up buying wine for the group. But did anybody catch when Marlo threw shade and said, "Oh, I thought that was John"? Girl, where is your John? That's what we want to know. Where is your John? Where he at, girl? Anyway, so Sanya took the time out to ask Marlo about the boys or whatever. And I think the boys were gonna be coming home or something when she got back or whatever like that. And then Marlo said something like she didn't want to talk about it or whatever. So then they ended up getting on a conversation of Ralph, because I believe Sheree asked Ralph, like, Drew said that you got a book coming out, so tell me more about this book, like what's going on with that. So we learned that he was going to adopt Josiah. But once he talked to the dad said that he'll be really hurt if he did do that. And I think that was kind of nice of him to actually hit that man up and say, hey, I'm thinking about adopting your son. Right? Because if it was up to Drew would have been like, don't have no conversation with him. Just do it. Whatever. But, hey, and you just never know. Like, that may be something that you want. But what if you did that, adopted this little boy, and then when he got older, he's upset with you because you did that? Like, I mean, I don't know. He probably would be mad, or he could be happy. I don't know. So we learned that about Ralph and the situation with the dad. Ralph says that his dad wants to be there to take care of him or whatever. And he also says that he wants Josiah to know that he actually has two dads that care about him. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think Ralph was saying my position in his life will not change. It won't be altered. It won't do nothing. Like, I'm still gonna be here. Okay, it's just that I'm not gonna adopt him. Like, come on now. So then this is where Marlo kind of tries to insert herself, because she really didn't want to talk about her situation. She really wanted to talk more so about them. And what I loved was Kandi calling her out, because you over here not wanting to talk about your situation, just like you don't want to bring your men on the show. Hello, but you want to take daggers at everybody else's man and call them out and stuff, right? Yeah. Okay, so then what else? Marlo says she thinks it doesn't make sense for him to say he will adopt Josiah and then says that he won't. And I said, but how do you think your nephews felt that you took them in and then gave them to their mama? I mean, then gave them to their auntie for a whole month, and she already got a home that's overcrowded because she got 4 boys and she only got a 2-bedroom apartment. Shout out to Kandi for exposing that. And then you sent them over there without a care in the motherfucking world. Girl, what? And you got the audacity to put your mouth on other folks and their situations. Girl, I said, Kandi, eat. When I tell you Kandi ate, I loved it so much. Kandi did not have a crack. She ain't have anything in that voice, girl. It wasn't a goat. It wasn't a lamb. She ain't have nothing in that voice. She just had straight bass on her ass. And I said, yes, ma'am, get in it. Get in her ass, ma'am. Get in it. Okay. So I'm over here like, Marlo, you're playing tug of war with your own nephews, and you have the audacity to sit up here and have a conversation with this man and try and make him feel a way about saying, oh, I'm going to adopt you, but I'm not. And who's to say that that conversation was had with Josiah? That could have just been a conversation that he had with just Josiah's mom, and Josiah wasn't privy to it. But you putting that off as though he was talking to Josiah, and then you want to try and relate it back to you being a foster child. And that's one thing that I'll never get with Marlo. She likes to pick and choose this little foster kid narrative thing when she wants people to feel sorry for her. And I'm just like really sick of it, because it's a foster child that's always talking about being thrown away and feeling less than, then you would at least think that she would be aware of how she makes her nephews feel, right? Exactly. I just can't. I can't. And I feel like she contributes, like how she treats them. I feel like she tries to relate it to, I bought you this, or I did that for you, or I did blah blah blah. All the that really don't be mattering in the end. Cause oh yeah, I kept you fly. I got you Gucci, Louis, Prada. Pop them tags, pop them tags. Girl, they ain't even gonna be able to fit that in a few years. Like, she gets on my nerves. Thank you so much, Black Royalty, for the super chat. I appreciate it. I love me some Kandi. She had her Jackie Christie, you woke me up moment on Marlo. Finally, Marlo had no leg to stand on, coming for Ralph after her trifling self thrust the kids on an overworked single mom of four. F Marlo. And let's add overworked because she is a nurse. Like, nurses be putting in time, my dear, especially during the times that we in right now, girl. Ooh, honey, thank you so much for the super chat. Because yeah, like, I just felt like that was messed up. Like, you don't do that. But anyway, what else happened? So I said I love how Kandi spoke up about Marlo going so hard, because she was like, I'm just confused. I'm just confused why you're going so hard. And yeah, I am too. I'm confused. Like, what is this? Okay. Yes. I'm like, yeah, I thought it was just me, Kandi. I'm glad somebody called her out. So Marlo takes a shot at Kandi and tries to come for her mom, talking about Kandi treating her mother better than she treats her husband. Now, Kandi, honestly, she gonna treat her like she gonna go up for her mama, like, period. Like, girl, it don't matter who you is, girl, for real, for real. But I definitely would have got in Marlo's ass for sure. Girl, don't speak on my husband and you ain't even got one for me to talk about. Like, bitch, girl, scoot back from the table. Scoot back. Okay. So then Kandi tells her that she needs to worry. Yeah, Kandi tells her you need to worry about your own situation. That's all I'm saying. Worry about your own situation. Kandi calls her weird for sending them back. I said, yes, Kandi, weird. It's giving weirdo. It's giving weird. Yes, you sent them kids back, girl. We ain't gonna let you live it down, ma'am. We're not. So Kandi calls her weird for sending them back. Marlo brings up Todd feeling belittled when it comes to her mom. And Candy's like, my man don't ever feel belittled when it comes to my mama. He right here. He could tell you how he feel. He could tell you how he feel. He could tell you how he feel, girl. I was like, let's go, Kandi, girl. Them sound like y'all about to throw hands. Okay. So I just love the energy that Kandi gave. And Ty was sitting over there, like, Ty wiping his mouth and everything. Ty, like, tag me in, coach. Tag me in. He's ready to eat, ready to get in and say some things. Okay. So Ty waiting to be tagged in. Kandi speaks on her nephew, because I think Marlo tried to say that Kandi raised her nephew. That's something Kandi is not shy about. Kandi always lets people know how she's looked out for her family and how she's had to take one of her nephews in or whatever, and still looks out for them to this day. And Kandi was like, I tell you one thing, I never put that out. I could tell you that. I said, let's go, Kandi. Okay, so Marlo goes on to say that when Kandi, gets in her, it's about her nephew. Marlo says that Kandi takes care of Todd. And Kandi really got pissed off about that. She was like, wait a minute. I ain't never have to take care of no NIGGA. I ain't never have to take care of no NIGGA. And yeah, like, Todd may not have had as much money as Kandi, in my opinion, but I don't know. Maybe he did. I don't know if he did or didn't. I don't know, but I do know that he worked in production. He also had other shows that he was working on over there on the OWN network. So it ain't like Todd was just like a broke dude, you know what I'm saying? And just didn't have like any money. He probably didn't have as much as Kandi, but it ain't like he really needed Kandi to like take care of him, in my opinion. But yeah, so what else happened? So Todd, Kandi tells Kenya to not Kenya, I'm sorry, Kandi tells Marlo to get a husband or something like that. Like, how about you get a husband, then you can tell me what to do. And when I was like, yes, girl, let me tell y'all who had me hollering. Bonyetta's husband at the end of the time. Girl, when that man put his head down, when he did this with the drink and put his head down, girl, I knew. I said, that shit must be funny. Do you? I loved it because Kandi was eating her ass up, and nobody at the table should have had a straight face the way Kandi was going in. I was like, yes, Kandi. So Todd tells Marlo that she's repeating bullshit, and this one Todd came, and I loved it. I loved it because I do. Let me say this. I feel like Todd was summoned. Okay. I feel like Marlo came for Todd, so Todd needed to speak up. I don't know how next week's episode is going to go, but some part of me feels like I don't think I'm gonna like how Ross came at Kenya. Right? Because it ain't like Kenya was coming for him. for him to stand up and tell her not to mess with his wife. But we don't know who he was truly talking to. We just gonna have to see. But when it comes to this Todd, Marlo, and Kandi situation, I feel like Marlo came for Todd, so Todd needed to speak up, and I'm glad that he did, because she also tried to tell Kandi. No, before we get to that, Todd tells Marlo she was repeating BS. Todd tells her she came into this circle by buying her way in this circle. And do you know, I believe everything that man said. I believe everything that man said. I do, girl. I feel like that's what Marlo was doing when she used to host these little lavish parties. Didn't nobody really know Marlo or whatever the case, when she's hosting these parties and stuff. I feel like that was her way to sleep, buying her way into, being connected with some of the people. I feel like Todd went line. Todd went line. He said you bought your way in because when nobody really with you. I said, "Woo, Todd, baby." I feel like Todd's sitting over there on some secrets, honey. He's sending his way over there on some secrets, all right? So Todd calls her a clown and is. Kandi turned around and called her a lioness, B-I-T. I said, and is. And then Marlo turned around and called Kandi something like, I think she said, and what are you? And what are you? You ain't, girl, you ain't nobody. You just Atlanta known. You just Atlanta based. And Kandi said, I'm worldwide. Like I said, let her know. Because I don't think that she does. I don't think she knows just how worldwide Kandi is, the audacity of you. And even if, let's say Kandi wasn't even worldwide, she's countrywide. Okay, at least South America, North America gonna know who the hell she is. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if, so why would you just reduce her down to only being known in Atlanta? Girl, it's giving hater. It's giving you wish. Like, I don't like that. I do not like that at all. But Kandi definitely put her ass in that place on that night, okay? So, but I also thought it was funny because Marlo was like, I'm tired. You remember what you said about Kandi? So you gonna sit up here and like you don't remember what you said? Did you call her country? Didn't you say that she was this and she was that? So you don't remember, Todd? And Todd's sitting over there making the strangest faces he possibly can. Huh? What? Who? Oh my. I'm like, Todd. You can remember her throwing them dollars in the club, but you don't remember what you said about Kandi. Well, listen, I'm still with Kandi. Kandi said, I don't give a fuck. You want me to be mad about something he said about me before he even knew me? Okay. It don't matter now because he done fell in love with my country. So now what else is going on? Okay. What else is going on? And it's like, yeah, we shouldn't make women feel away because what I'm thinking in my head is get you one, then we can talk, right? And yeah, we should not make women feel away about like their value being tied to a man or having one. But Marlo has had it coming. I'm sorry. Like Marlo has had it coming. She keeps speaking on people's husbands and like that. So then, yes, we're gonna get in your when you get one, let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. Then you can tell me a few things, okay? But you can't even seem to get one. At least you won't bring them around. So yeah. But anyway, what else happened? I think that was pretty much the episode. Yeah, that was pretty much the episode. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good episode. I thought Miss Kandi did what needed to have been done when it came to Marlo. Miss Kenya over there saying cute, saying pretty girl, hilarious because they done made John leave the table. And I was like, John, don't go. John, where are you going, John? And I'm like, did John really get up and leave or did production tell him to go ahead and go? Like, which one was it? Because we just saw John burning rubber around the corner, girl. Nobody even knew it. I'm like, he was sitting right in front of Kenya. Kenya, you didn't see him get up? Whew, girl, that man jetted. But the way them laughs was happening, I wish I was at the table. Like, I couldn't be on production because I would not be able to hold in my damn laughs. Like, I really wouldn't. Like, they don't really need everybody else's audio for real. But, girl, I would be back there cackling. I really would. I wish I was at the table, girl. Why ain't nobody called me, Bravo? I would have came. I would have came to Jamaica. Let's see what you guys are saying over here in the chat. Be sure to like the video for your girl. What's messed up is Todd used to go hard for Marlo. That wasn't a bridge to burn. Marlo has to learn to play chess, not checkers. Okay, ain't she playing checkers, girl? Woo, girl. Help her. Todd, the producer, came to the Jamaica table and did. Not by her way in productions is shady too. Wow, she was throwing that money in the club. Wow. Why would Marlo even comfort Todd? He knew the behind the scenes. So of course he knows more than what's said. You know it. You know it. And I feel like Todd just be like, I ain't even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna chill. Hold what you got. I'm gonna chill. Don't worry about it. Y'all know what I'm thinking about when I say I'm a chill. I'm thinking about that girl, this soldier girl that was on the bus. I'm a chill, shouty. I'm a chill. And then she got right back up on some bullshit. She got right back up. Ooh, Lord, I may watch that video later. Let's see. Kandi is worldwide and it's hilarious. She got some shirts now. I hollered when I saw them today. Kandi gonna stay getting a bag. Girl, that's gonna be her next tagline. It's gonna have something to do with being worldwide. It's gonna have something to do with being worldwide. Watch. Marlo knows she was dancing and singing to escape songs back in the day. She know that. She know that. Marlo really is. She know she ain't got no Kandi. She be trying though, girl. She be trying. It won't be working. That's why I think Bravo is keeping Kandi on the show because she's married to Todd and he probably know where all the bones are buried. I don't know. I don't think that's it. Cause I feel like I don't know. He might. I mean, I don't think so. I think they just like Kandi for real. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Cha Kandi's latest net worth from August 2022 is $30 million. Period. Okay. For those that are wondering, I'm starting to think Marlo is a narcissist. Woe is me in the confessional over Kandi bringing up the boys while criticizing Ralph's parenting and Kandi's marriage at the table. Girl, bye. Okay? Bye, girl. Bye. Ooh, child. Ain't she a hypocrite? Ooh, girl, Miss Marlo. No, ma'am. Not peach revolt. Right. While Miss Sheree out there talking about giving peaches and tomatoes, girl, you need to get that tomato to Marlo. Tomato to Marlo. Like, period. Okay. Tomato to Marlo. Go on, give it to her. Um, let's see how she only known in Atlanta, but been on this show all these years in music groups, songwriting. This list is so long. Marlo was just saying SHI at that point. Exactly. And she out here acting. Girl, just stupid. Just say stuff. Like she be saying stuff, make herself look so bad. It just be so tragic, girl. It just be so tragic. I'm not liking Sanya, but I'm here for her husband saying, "Don't f with my wife next week." We gonna see. We gonna see how I play out, girl. I mean, hey, but Sonya can't handle herself. Sonya can't handle herself. We gonna see. Um, let's see. Sheree was so shady in the confessional, talking about she worldwide. Her plays are in New York City. Like that was so shady. That was some messy shade. That was so shady. She didn't even have to do that. She had to come for Kandi like that. Talking about some her play was in New York. Girl, that's why you got played up north. Okay, her place was in New York City, but you got played up there in Philadelphia. So what else is going on? Okay, Kandi got a new line out and the season is still on while it's been 14 years and nothing from She Buy She Won't. And what? I don't think I heard that one. She Buy She Won't? My God. Damn. But Kandi also just dropped the song from my understanding with Tiny. I think they got a little something going on, a little project or something. So listen, girl. Mm-mm. Kandi is internationally known and has been way before Marlo was a whisper. Sit back. Okay. Girl, listen, y'all know it would be extremely embarrassing if Marlo went through all of this season to not get a peach next season. That would be tragic. That would be tragic. Especially, and I feel like all it takes really is Porsha to be like, "Hey, Bravo, I'm back." And soon as they say that, Miss Girl is getting debunked for sure. Or would she get debunked? I could see Sonya definitely going down to friend of the show. Maybe Drew, but I feel like Drew has a better storyline when it comes to her and Ralph than Marlo. So I feel like they would keep Drew. They probably would bump Sanya. They probably won't bump Marlo, but Marlo only got a bump because Portia's not there. So who knows, right? I don't think Marlo be thinking when she go after Todd, forgetting he was on production. She don't think at all when she comes for anybody, really. She don't be thinking at all. She just be talking. She just be saying because she be trying to hurt folks and then be turning around trying to cry and want people to feel sad for her later. And that's what's messed up because even when she comes for Kandi, Kandi is the person she be going to about her issues. And then Kandi still sits up there and shows up for her. Like, girl, bye. Hopefully Kandi is starting to see. No, stop. Because every time Kandi is nice to people, they always play her in the end like it never fails. So she got to stop being so nice all the time. Okay. Todd is still on the show because of Kandi, not the other way around. I mean, yeah, that is true. Let's see. Not you somebody's lady boring, but when she mad, she go in, ate Marlo up. I feel like Candy's doing really good this season in comparison to any other season. I don't know. I just feel like it's probably because she's speaking up more. But she had a good season when she clapped off on Nene, I think, and told her I'm gonna blow up on your ass. Okay, so yeah. Let's see. It's sad. Every episode, it's becoming more apparent that she is jealous of those women, but want to be friends with them. Want them to show up for her. Like I don't be getting Marlo. Jamie, did you see any tears coming down while Marlo was crying to Kandi? I cannot recall. I do not recall. I don't even think she shed tears for the therapist. So yeah, that probably would be a no because I don't even think she shared tears then. How you gonna disrespect the hell out of Todd, then turn around and say, you know, I love you, Todd? Bitch, what? Delusional. Exactly. Girl, I feel like when you cross Todd, I do feel like it ain't no coming back. And I think he see Marlo exactly for what she is, and I think he gonna deal with her as he's been dealing her with a long handle spoon. Like he not really rocking with her for real, for real. And y'all know Todd don't like to be talked about like he, needed Kandi for a come up or something. Y'all know Todd don't like that. So for you to kind of like put that out there, like she had to take care of him and stuff, like you're done. You're done, ma'am. You're done. The most iconic Reed fest was Marlo and Eva. They said Eva ate for almost 2 hours the whole bus. Eva was eating. I will say I did not like Eva on the show. I did not want Eva on the show. I feel like I could have warmed up to her over time, but I think ultimately I wasn't a fan of her being on the show. Right? But I like Eva, if that makes sense. I actually have been binge watching this weekend All the Queen's Men, right? That's the name of it. I'm on season 2, okay? So I made it to season 2. I think I'm on episode 2, girl. I mean, girl, it's cute. It's cute or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be honest, okay? It's giving the male version of P Valley. For real, for real. That's what it's giving. And I have to say, guys, I do be getting a little tired of the men, though, girls. Just a little bit. Just all this rolling and roll and then roll and roll and then front, then back, and then roll and roll. I just be like, girl, get me back to the storyline. This dance is cute. Like the music, it's giving. Let's get back to the what's happening behind the scenes. That's what I want. Okay. And it's one of the guys. I'm just like, girl, I'm tired of him. The one who thing may fall off midnight. Midnight irritating, girl. Midnight is irritating, girl. I'm like, when is this thing gonna fall off? When is it gonna start working? Is he gonna keep working if it start working? Like, when is it going to stop? Thank you so much, Keisha, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Thank you, honey. But I'm like, when is he gonna stop? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, I don't know. Midnight, the one that's irritated. I like Midnight at first, but over as the episode went, I'm the season. I'm just like, you irritated. It's something about you. And you sneaky as hell. So I left off on the fight when he got in that fight. So I gotta go back and finish up there. You know what I'm saying? Not y'all talking about Midnight is Bay. Midnight is Bay. No, you know who Bay is? What's his name? Christian Keys. Ooh. Ooh, Lord. girl. Christian is Bay. And then what's the other one name? I can't think of his real name. Amp. The one that play on Sisters. Girl, please, honey. Okay. Them is bays. Okay. But girl, the way Evil was smashing Mr. Christian down in the plane, I said, ooh, girl, I'm over there thinking about her husband. I'm concerned. I know it's acting. I do. I understand that it's acting. I get it. But girl, that shit look realistic. Okay. And that's the only way she probably gonna get her get out of jail free card. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not really doing it, but you could feel like you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? But you just acting like you're really doing it. But girl, it was given very much so real on the plane. It was going down. Girl, I would have definitely been in that scene. I would have been in that scene. I would have been for sure. But I was like, do she got a photo double? And I'm like, nah, that's her face. That ain't no, that's her. Girl, she was listening. The scene was very passionate. I said, y'all better go here because he fine, she cute. I like it. 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 Now he is the reason you watch, Sam. He the reason you watch. Girl, I didn't even know that he created the show. I started paying attention to the credits, probably like 30 episodes. I mean, I'm sorry, not 30, but episode 3 or something. I was like, Christian Keys. I was like, he created this. I didn't know that. And then I was wondering if Tyler Perry had a hand in it based on how the show was being shot. I wonder if they probably shot some of this stuff at Tyler's on his set, and come to find out that he had like directed some of them. Kim Fields, who was also a housewife, she directed some of them as well. And I think that Tyler could have wrote some episodes as well. So I was like, okay, this is really cute. Bondy had been telling me for like, I feel like a year to watch the show, and I never did. Okay, I started, twisting my hair yesterday, so I was like, you know what? Let me watch this and see what it's giving. And I was tuned in, where I was tuned in, for sure. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And you know what? I am a little disappointed that I made it to season 2 because I know the season is still ongoing. So that's why I'm taking my time now as season as I think they're on episode 8 or something like that. Hopefully it's only 2 more episodes because I don't want to binge it and then I gotta wait till next week for the next episode to come. Then wait for this. You know what I'm saying? I liked how I was watching it earlier. I was like just rolling through them bitches. But girl, ooh, this is interesting. It's cute though. It's cute. It's cute. But yeah, guys, that's really all that I got. That's all that I have. I thank you guys so much for joining. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people that sent in, super chats, all that other great stuff. Definitely appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like the video if you have yet to do so. We have over 400 people in the chat. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. Be sure to hit that notification bell. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.